Okay, this is going to be a little unboxing and review of the Gold Digger GC1032 metal detector. It's one of the made in China metal detectors, and there's not too much information out on YouTube about this. In fact, there might not be anything at all. So I decided I'd do this review. I got this detector on a Black Friday sale. It is a private branded detector for the store it was in, so you can find these, however, on the web directly from China under Gold Digger GC1032. It's an entry-level detector. I'd say it's on par with probably anything that you would get from Bounty Hunter, although it does have some really fantastic features for a detector in this price range. And the MSRP on this detector is $150. And some of the features that it has are discrimination, 3 option modes, all metal, discrimination, and notch. It will display the signal strength of the target. It does have a VDI number indicator, which is really unusual on something in this price range. 3 different tones, depending on the metal type. And it has a low battery indicator, a 10-inch waterproof search coil. 10-inch coil is pretty unusual, again, on a detector in this price range. And it operates on 2 9-volt batteries. So we'll take a look inside the box. The manual it comes with is very simple. It is well written. A lot of the Chinese manuals are hard to understand, but this one, they must have had someone that's proficient in English to write that manual. It comes boxed fairly well, like any other detector would. The main control housing is in a separate box, and you have the control rods, and underneath here you have the loop. And we'll get those things out and get it assembled and start trying it out. Okay, before getting this fully assembled, there's a couple things I wanted to point out here. The upper rod is aluminum. Of course, there's a arm retention strap, a little stand on the bottom, got foam there. The lower rod is a composite rod. The control box has a mounting thing it's fairly simple to disassemble and reassemble, so it'll be great for storage. You see, it just pops onto that, and then there's one finger tightening bolt that you tighten down, and it holds the connector on. Of course, here's the loop, all plastic bolts and hardware, again on the all composite rod. And on the bottom of the unit, there's your slots for the 2 9-volt batteries. On the front faceplate, you're going to notice the headphone jack is your standard 1/8 inch headphone, like most headphones, people would use for their iPod or whatever. So you don't have to get special headphones with a 1/4 inch plug or anything. Okay, let me get it together. Okay, let's get ready to do some air testing on this thing. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to turn the discrimination all up. I'm going to leave the discrimination off. I'm going to turn the sensitivity all the way up. Okay. So this is essentially all metal mode. I'm going to try a penny first. About 6.5 inches. So we'll put the penny down there. We'll try a nickel here. That's about 6 inches on the nickel. Try the dime. I'd say we're probably about 6.5 inches on that. Let's try the clad quarter. About 7.5 inches. Then I have a white gold 10-carat ring. and that's about 7 inches as well. Not bad for an entry-level detector. You wouldn't really expect an entry-level detector to go much deeper than that, and most people are, you know, just getting into this, if they're doing coin searching or that type of thing, they're probably not going to want to dig more than 6-7 inches. So I'd say that's a pretty successful test. Again, for an entry-level machine, it's very well priced and has target ID. The target ID I have found to be pretty much as spot on as you could expect of any other detector. I mean, no detector is going to be 100%, but this is probably as good as anything out there in its price range. Okay, we're going to attempt to show the VDI number and the display, how that works. We're going over a quarter, 84, 85, going over a penny, 40, 39, 40, 41, and it's lighting up the penny and the zinc. It's going back and forth between 1 cent and zinc on the bar graph up at top, and it is actually a zinc penny. Okay, let's see how well the discrimination works on this now. Again, now this is all metal mode, and that's an iron rod. Now I'm going to hit the discrimination and kick that up a couple notches. Discriminates that iron rod out. Doesn't read any signal. Now, one thing that we do want to note about this detector, it does not have a dedicated pinpoint function or pinpoint button. The pinpoint button would normally be here, and on most detectors that have discrimination, that pinpoint button switches you into all metal mode so that you can go back and forth with the detector and find the strongest signal. Okay, and what you would do in this detector is simply turn off your discrimination. You would be in all metal mode, and then you would do the back and forth, and then you would go back and forth the other way and try to establish an X, and then that would be where your item is pinpointed. So you can still do pinpointing with this. It works the same way as you'd pinpoint with any other machine. There's just not a dedicated pinpoint button to do that with. Again, you just turn off your discrimination, go into all metal mode, and then you do your pinpointing. The volume control is over here, still close up of the screen. This is your discrimination number. You can hit discrimination and add more features. This is your notch. You can notch out different things. Go between those and notch out certain items that you don't want. Let's go back here. Your sensitivity, you press this button and you can go up or down on your sensitivity. Again, the central number is your VDI target ID number, and across the top are your numbers for iron, 5 cents, pull tab, zinc, 1 cent, and a quarter. Again, there's your headphone jack. Pretty nice package, I have to say. I'm really impressed. A lot of stuff that comes from China you don't expect to be of very high quality, but this, again, I would put this on par with any of the bounty hunters that are out there for sure, and some of those are in a much higher price range. So I think it's a great entry-level detector.